Contractor relationships are really important to Clyde Valley, and clearly we procure those relationships, so it is a fair tendered exercise. What has happened over a number of years is that local companies have been really successful on winning those tenders again, and Temetra's the best example of that for us in repairs. So they've just recently won the next tender to work with us, which means we jointly invest in, again, more than the service itself. It's in our communities, and it's about how they work with suppliers and subcontractors so that we bring employment into our local region, as well as, you know, putting the money back into our region. So that circular economy is a big part of what we do. So, you know, other partners that we work with for contracts, you know, are relatively local in the same way as my team are local. You know, most of the team that I have are locally employed. So we want to be able to make a social impact, yes, but also an economic positive impact on the area, and we do that thanks to our partners.
I think to benefit customers, we need to make sure we've got an efficient, effective repair service. A customer wants to give us a call, we give them a time when we're going to be there, and they want to know, they'll know that the repair's carried out right first time, and to have an efficient service. The relationship with Temetra is very important. They've worked with us since 1996, since the inception of the association, and they're very familiar with our house types and archetypes, so that makes it a bit easier to try and, if there are issues in relation to maintenance, sometimes they know for certain house types what issues that they're resolving, and we get that resolved quickly for the customer. They're also, they'll get roughly about 60 people working for them, and that contributes to the local economy throughout Lanarkshire, so that's a big point in it too.
For Clyde Valley, we are their principal contractor. We provide all of the repair and maintenance facilities across all of their properties, including day-to-day repairs, emergency repairs, out of hours, weekends and evenings, and we refurbish their vacant properties for them. The company was started by my father 50 years ago this year, coincidentally. He grew up in social housing, so he probably seen the worst of times when it was poorly invested in and it was second-rate housing, and he decided that there was a better way for that, and every job, regardless of who it was for or where it was, should be done to a high standard. I started as an apprentice with the business, and that value is continued through the training that I got from him.
You want to deliver an excellent repair service, you want customers to be happy, and sometimes we don't always get that right, but we strive to get that right, and that's why it's important that we liaise with customers and through customer panels to get customers involved to see where we need to do better. Also, in relation to Temetra, we've got KPIs that we monitor, so we want to make sure that our jobs are done in time. We do post-inspections through our technical inspectors to make sure that the quality's up to scratch, and that's something that Temetra also do. They also do some of their own post-inspections prior to coming to the association so that they know that the quality's there.
First and foremost, their value is to provide as high a level of service as they can. So if we want to be part and parcel of their service, we have to get on board with that. So our ethos has to match theirs. We have to come in and provide the best service that we can.
I think everybody comes together and works for one another, which makes it better overall for where you're working and also for the customer. I think if you can do that, the end goal is to make sure that we get a service delivered for customers, and you've got people working together, that makes things a hell of a lot easier.
Well, I like a bit of a challenge, so I thought joinery always appealed to me, but I never really stuck into school, shall I say, so that's why I ended up being a postwoman. But I seen an opportunity in North Lanarkshire, New College Lanarkshire, the college, and I thought I'd take that, basically do painting, decorating, bricklaying and joinery, and I thought it was better at the joinery side, so I went for the joinery side and they got me a place with Temetra.
The local training aspect is crucial for the business. Helene is one of two young women that came into our apprenticeship scheme this year. We have a partnership with the college in Motherwell, the New College Lanarkshire, who provide us with candidates every year for our apprenticeship scheme. We insist that they're local and that they're motivated and they want to be involved in construction. We then select the best two candidates every year and enrol them into our apprenticeship scheme.
A couple of months back, before lockdown, I was in fit a kitchen, and I think it was Coatbridge, and one of the tenants actually phoned up Clyde Valley and praised me for my work, etc., and says it was quite good to have me inside. My mum and that they bought their Clyde Valley house now, so we've stayed in that house for about 30 years or so, and if we've ever really had a problem before buying the property, they've always been helpful and come out and sorted it right away, you know. Well, I'd like to see out my apprenticeship with the Metra, maybe do another couple of years. I'm hoping to maybe run my own business one day or become a site manager, so I'm going back to college to do the nighttime classes while I'm an apprentice.